Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and welcome back to the next episode of Disciples Sacred Lands, where we are beginning Chapter 4 in our saga. So, Count Choco, last time, miraculously, well, not so miraculously, it was fairly planned, made it to the cap of level 7. As you can see, there are more levels ahead of him. Now, whether or not it's going to be really critical that he reached those, eh. I believe that I said last time with all the buffs and things that he has, I am not going to, like, break my back struggling to get him there in this map. If he hits that cap, then that's great. And if he doesn't hit that cap, that's fine, because it's not necessarily mandatory. I'm still going to aim for it, though. And we are going to aim to defeat the mountain clans yet again. Probably we're going to start with this little town up here. We got some treasure chests lying around. It's time to go to work.
I hunger for blood.
The Count agrees. So first things first, of course we recognize all of these spells, but also, check it out. This is the big payoff for being a mage lord. We chose that back at the beginning of this Let's Play, and here is what we get. Now, in the 4th scenario, we finally have unlocked 5th level spells, and I can show you what some of these do. Not right away, of course. We're going to need a lot of mana, because each of these requires all 4 types in different amounts. Yes, you sense correctly, because we summon death itself. That is our 4th level summon. Damage Ward. Check this out. This is one of the best spells in the game. This is the only buff that the undead hordes get. This is the only spell that enhances our troops versus making someone else's units worse. Damage Ward. It's the same thing as Fire Ward. It's the same thing as Fire, like a Water Ward, Death Ward, Air Ward, whatever. This makes you immune to the first weapon attack that you receive in battle. So everybody just ignores the first hit that they take. That can be a game changer. That is so good. Also, this is our big Wampin spell. This is when we do a big hit. Hecatomb. 150 death damage to target party. Bam! You just wallop them. And you better wallop them, because it costs a cool 500 mana total to cast this spell. Look at that. So, but you get what you pay for. 150 points of death damage, that's going to kill most things and soften everything else up significantly. So, of course, we don't have the mana for that just yet. We're going to have to go out and get that. But first, I want to ask y'all to be thinking about if you have an opinion for our party composition this time. We have a few things that we have yet to see. And now, all of these buildings are unlocked. So, last time, we put Dark Lords and Wraiths in our front row. We also, of course, have been using Spectres to great effectiveness, which we will doubtless continue to do. We have tried Werewolves. We have tried Death Dragons. The only things we haven't tried is, you see here our Necromancer. The difference between the Necromancer and the Wraith is the Wraith is immune to weapons. Cannot be hurt by normal physical attacks. The Necromancer has more hit points, deals a little bit more damage, but instead of being immune to weapons, he's immune to death damage. If we go this route, our Necromancers get an additional upgrade. They can become either vampires or liches. Similarly to up here, you're looking at a slight damage difference, but also a difference in special abilities to balance it out. And I want you to be thinking about what we're going to do here, because of course we're going to build the Dark Temple. Our initiates, have to upgrade to warlocks if we're going to do anything with them at all. But then we have to decide what split we're going to follow. Liches, immune to death, 160 hit points, 70 death damage to everybody. Vampires, much like the Count himself, 185 hit points, so a little chunkier, only 50 death damage to everybody, so they don't hit as hard as a Lich. Liches hit like 50% harder. Again, immune to death, but like Count Choco, they heal for half of the damage that they deal to the enemy party, which is not insignificant, because if you hit 6 targets for 50 damage, that's 300 points, so they would heal 150 from that. Well, that's almost healing to full health every time, which is pretty nice. And then on this side, of course, we know we have our Dark Lords who, you know, they don't have quite as many hit points. They deal pretty solid damage, but what's impressive about them is that instead of being immune to death, they're warded against everything else. Over on this side, we've had zombies, but we haven't tried Skeleton Warriors. Skeleton Warriors deal the same damage as Dark Lords, but they are chunkier, and they are immune to death instead of warded against the elements. What's more important, though, is they can upgrade to Skeleton Champions. Skeleton Champions have 270 health, deal 100 damage per hit. Not bad. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is not just because we want to be thinking about it from the get-go, but also because we already have a zombie that the campaign has handily provided for us, as well as a Spectre. We know we're taking at least one Spectre with us, right? They're just too good not to. So, I think this time we're probably looking at having an Initiate in the back row so that they can grow up to be either a Lich or a Vampire. That'll give us some more AoE damage, right? Instead of 2 Spectres. I love the 2 Spectre build, and we do already have someone who hits everybody. So, you know, it's up to y'all, but I figure you probably want to see the new unit. And then, here up front, we need to decide once again, are we going with werewolves? Are we going to put a death dragon over here on this side? Surely not. Are we going with Dark Lords once again? Or do y'all want to see Skeleton Champions? Because this guy's already well on his way, which is good. So, while you think about it, go ahead and use this first turn. Ooh, an Icefall scroll. Good. Let's see. I want to move around, scout a little bit. Oh, good. Some Death Mana right outside our door. We'll grab that automatically within just a few turns. Incantare Beliar. The 2nd level Legion summon. Anything good over here? Ooh, Potion of Striking. Okay, and a gold mine. Good. So we still want to take this town as soon as possible to grab that gold mine quicker than if we just waited on it for our capital to grab it, but the capital will grab it. Surrender now while you still live. Or, and this is just a suggestion, you can kiss my entire butt. Oh, the little... What a cheerful little sound to follow that. So this is why we don't need keen-sighted. He's uncovering all of the Fog of War without any need for any of that. Okay. So, we've got some options. This is... Okay, that's an item shop. Lost Ruin. This is just a lizard man, so that's easy to take out fairly quickly. That ogre shouldn't be too much of a problem, because we'll paralyze him. A lot of elves on this map, which I dislike, because they're so fast.
I hunger for blood.
Griffin. Now, the fact that Count Choco is level 7 means he's going to contribute a lot to the party here in the early game especially. So, we will be able to take on some of these parties that otherwise we wouldn't be able to handle. I'm thinking first things first, though, because there is an elf princess in here. The problem is that she hits everyone with earth damage. You may remember, I'm pretty sure we fought one of them earlier in the campaign. So we need a full party to go in there. I think the first thing I want to do is probably take out this lizard man. And then we can buy a thief, perhaps, to go and explore that ruin for us. I don't know, we don't have a lot of gold, and we have to buy the... We have to buy the guild first, which is 150, so it'd be 350 to do that. But then we'd have a thief, so... Something to think about. But first... Let's see... Don't need to build that right away. We will need to build our temple. What do y'all think? What's your opinions? Less about this right now, because I'm going to go ahead and assume, unless you tell me otherwise, that we are going for one of these two rather than wraiths again. Because, don't get me wrong, I love wraiths. The problem with wraiths is that they have 75 hit points, which means that they are immune to, you know, the most common form of attack, but one good smack from any other damage source just wipes them completely out. And that sucks. So I think this time we're looking at either necromancers or vampires, and I will let you choose. Which means we're probably going to go ahead and put an initiate in the back row in that third slot. But what are we going to put in our front row? I need to know so that we can go ahead and get this army started. Do you want to take that zombie, and we will go ahead and aim for skeleton warriors so that y'all can see those, and we will get this sweet, sweet 100 damage per wallop? Or do you want to do Dark Lords again? Or do you want to go back to werewolves? Werewolves are very good. I just wish that they had a few more hit points and dealt a little bit more damage, because that really is the fact that immune to weapons, sure, that's great, but they have first level fighter hit points and they deal such crappy damage. 100 damage is quite spicy. So that's kind of where I'm leaning, just because they already gave us a zombie, you know? Let me go ahead, initiate, yes. There we go. Ooh, and we should put these scrolls over here so that when Ms. Darksoul catches up with us, she'll have all of this. Gotta get some life mana for her so she can use that haste spell. Okay, then let's go for it. There we go. There's a good solid front line. And let's go ahead and lock in this choice. Boom. Those guys are going to become zombies fairly quickly. Let's get them some XP. Let's bloody these new swords a little bit. Ah, alright. Not too bad. They deal 75 damage, of course, but we've all got 20 armor, thanks to our banner of resistance. Paralyze him. Yes, good. There we go. That's a nice big chunk right out of the gate. We'll have him as a warlock in no time. Speaking of which, that should probably be the next thing that we purchase. Now, luckily, we'll be able to save up some gold in the in-between times, because it's going to take a bit, even though we're going to chew through some monsters here in the early game, with the Count's help, for them to get to 3rd level. 2nd level is never very far away, except when you really need to get there in a hurry, and then, of course, it always feels like it's just beyond the horizon. Okay, because that guy's damaged, heavily damaged, we're going to go ahead and pop back into town, rest overnight, and then the next thing that I'm going to build is I'm going to take advantage of not needing another upgrade building for a while to purchase our temple. Because y'all know that that is a critical upgrade. And he's already lost a thief. Good job, Donar. Okay, over here. Temple. There we go. Now see, eventually we'll need to build the Sepulchre as well, but we already have a free Spectre, so, like, he doesn't need that building. They don't need that building. So, we can just head straight back out. And let's see, what should we do next? Let's just go fight this Griffin. I want to get some upgrades going as quickly as possible so that we can push out further and further. So see, this guy, he's going to get one good hit on us, just like last time, just like the Lizard Man. We'll go back to town, we'll heal. If you would miss, that would be so helpful. Okay, well, I asked nicely, but, like, I get it. You have a job to do as well, that's fine. Nice. See, look at that. We're already 45 of 70, 45 of 90. Not too shabby. Alright. One mo again. Ooh, casting Summon 3, Stone Ancestor. Oh no! That is their 3rd level summon, isn't it? Ooh. So he got that for free, apparently. Or started with a bunch of mana and was able to research it very early on. They're starting us at a bit of a handicap. It's a good thing we have Count Choco to back us up. Now the downside here is I could go ahead and save up and bring Ms. Darksoul back into things. But we need to upgrade our main party so that we can range out with these high movement points. And that means Count Choco is going to eat up all of these little dudes close to the castle. Or the capital, I should say. Which we're going to have to probably find her something else to munch on later on when she gets here. Okay, let's see. Where will we go next? That would be basically nothing. Both to fight and also to, like in terms of experience points. That might be our best bet. Okay, I'm going to rearrange our formation just a tiny bit. Because that zombie, of course, can definitely take more of a hit than our level 1 warrior. Do I want to do that? You know what? No. I don't want to do that, because that ogre is going to be worth quite a lot. I'm going to have to take one of these little guys out first, I think, to level them up. And then once they're... Okay, we'll do this. Then once they're level 2, then the ogre will be, like, a worthwhile boost, because I don't want them to cap out and lose any remaining XP. Check that out. See, that is what the count brings this time around. Okay, can we get one more of those, please? What have you got? Nothing. You've actually got less. This Elf Lord will hit everybody with air damage, so I'm going to do this guy. And hopefully this will upgrade us. We will have 3 zombies and a warlock. And then that Elf Lord will be significantly easier to deal with. Oof! Oh, good play. Oh no. Ooh, I didn't think the AI would be that smart. Usually it's not. I expected him to shoot the count. Oh no. Oh, that sucks because now we'll have to pay to revive him. But that's okay because, yeah, see, we'll still get that. Okay, we'll run back and revive him, and then we'll come back and take these fellas out. That will upgrade and get us our third zombie. We need to see what's in this town, because the sooner we can get that mana crystal, the better. He must have started with a bunch of thieves, because he's losing them left, right, and sideways. Which, I mean, that's fine. Like, if you want to throw away your money and your mana and stuff, you go right ahead. I'm not mad about that. Okay, Centaur Lancer, 2 Elf Rangers, and Oracle Elf. That should be fairly easy to deal with, because if we just paralyze her before she goes, the rest of them are not going to be a big deal, especially not once we've upgraded. Okay. We'll go ahead and do this.
Fresh blood at last.
See, he's starting to get a little action-packed now. He's going to get one hit on everybody. Unfortunately. Nice, he missed everyone in the back, though. Alright, paralyze him if you please, Mr. Spectre. Or Mrs. Spectre. As you like. There we go. Excellent. We'll grab this, go back and heal. See, look, we are already well on our way. Now you'll notice I'm saving up our death mana. The first spell that I'm going to research, even though it's going to be hard to cast it until we capture that first crystal down there, is going to be Shadow, because you've seen how important that spell can be to protect us from direct attacks like Vengeance of Ymir, which if he's casting Stone Ancestor, I know that Vengeance of Ymir that's just going to be a going concern from now on, unfortunately. So Stone Ancestor is like Valkyr. We can just do less about those kinds of things because they can summon on the edge of a shadowed area and then walk in and grab us. But we can protect ourselves from stuff like Vengeance of Ymir, from Tempest, Chain Lightning, and so forth. So we're going to attempt to do that as much as reasonably possible. Let's go ahead and grab the Shadow spell. That's going to be our blessing. Okay. Did I? Okay, I thought I picked up another scroll.
Who dares?
Alright, let's go ahead. We'll grab this town.
Fresh blood at last.
We'll get that mana crystal as quickly as possible. Oh, man. 1 point. So close. Oh, why didn't you shoot the Count? Then I could have gotten out of here with no damage. The elf's like, well, yeah, that's why I didn't shoot the Count. Do you know what? Fair. There we go. See, now it doesn't even matter if we paralyze her or not, because she has no one to heal but herself. This is going swimmingly. Dare I say, even well, perhaps. Nice chunk of change there on the experience. Uran says, "The Dwarven Fortress is on the peninsula west from here, Master. At last we will have revenge upon our enemies." I hope so. I'm getting tired of fighting these dwarves. Okay. Bunch of thugs and an archer. Nothing impressive. Okay, peninsula west of here. So now keep in mind, our objective for this map is to take a specific city. So they're not talking about the Mountain Clan's capital. They're talking about that target stronghold. Alright, we'll heal a little bit of that damage overnight here in our new domain. And then I'm going to hit this item shop up and see what their inventory looks like on the way by, and we're going to go back up north towards that ruin and so on. Did we grab that gold mine yet? Yes, we did. I can tell from our income. Did we have... Okay. Wanted to make sure we weren't leaving anything. There we are. Now, what have you got for sale? Probably potions. Ooh. Okay. So potions of striking, potions of protection, the Tome of Water, which you can see here. If you have the Arcane Knowledge skill, this makes the whole party immune. Well, it makes the leader immune, not the whole party, I'm sorry. To the first water-based attack in battle, and also this staff, the Staff of Earth Elemental Control. So it allows us to summon the Golem, which is the second level summon spell of the Empire. And now you can see what that spell cost them every time that they were doing it. 200 life, 100 infernal, and 100 runestone mana. That's the reason why in the last map it was so important that we take all of that runestone mana away from the clans, but also from the Empire, because they were using it to cast things like Chain Lightning and Golem. So we will maybe later on grab that staff from his Darksoul. We'll see. Okay. Oh, we don't. Making 100 gold. Oh, huh. Okay. I added that up wrong. I thought that we had that. But we will in a moment, so there's no need to rush up here and grab this. Let's see. 475. Not bad. He's almost halfway. He's not halfway yet. So we've got a little ways to go before we have to worry about building the next upgrade building, but then we do need to be saving up for it. Okay. Let's be zesty and see what's inside this ruin. Hopefully something good, including some money. Oh, yeah. 2 lizard men and a Medusa. We know 1 lizard man is already a decent chunk of experiential change, we'll say. Now, of course, this Medusa has the opportunity to try and petrify all of us. Hopefully she will fail in that endeavor, but... There we go, good. We got to her first. Always worried about that. And the lizard man's not going to get another hit. Great. 48 for everybody. That's not bad at all. And see, at this rate, he's probably just from normal adventuring and play going to wind up at least level 8 by the end of this scenario. The level cap is 9 for this map, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I'm not going to kill myself trying to get to level 9. If it happens, that's great, but we're probably going to just automatically achieve level 8 through normal play. So, right now the Warlock is the one that I'm actively keeping an eye on. Oh good, there we go. That's what I wanted. And the Banner of Celerity. So, you remember that banner that we didn't bring forward? The Banner of Speed? Ta-da! This is the upgraded Banner of Speed, which increases the initiative of the whole party by 20%. That's pretty good, because 20% of 50 is 10, which would mean they would have an initiative of 60. Thus, our whole front line would go before the average enemy front line, because most frontline melee units have an initiative of 50. Now, of course, we already go before the mountain clans, but a lot of these neutral units, it's 50, so 60 is great. Obviously, the Count doesn't need that. It would also mean that the Spectre's initiative would be 24, easily breaking ties with other people on initiative 20. Same thing here, 48, so he'd have almost warrior initiative. He would be going at about the same time as the enemy front line, and occasionally, maybe on a good roll, even before them. So, we won't need this all the time. I would much rather have the upgraded accuracy one, because that's been a game changer, but that is a great, great, great treasure to have. And I'm going to go ahead, take advantage of this. Our Warlock will be the next person to level up, so let's go ahead. I'm going to drop 500 gold on that while we have it. Oh, lost another thief. He has to be playing a guild master, surely. Which is fine. That's great, because if he's a guild master, he may have 4th level spells, but he can only cast them once per turn, and he has to pay a ton for them. Because keep in mind, too, you know, research costs are halved for mage lords. So what you see that it costs us just to learn a spell, it costs everyone else double. Alright. We're gonna go back and reluctantly heal. I'm gonna waste a turn here. I probably don't need to because our Spectre might go before the Ogre, but I want to make certain because the Ogre may go first and really wallop somebody. And of course, now that we have 3 zombies in the front row, we don't have to rearrange our front line, but it is still a consideration that the Orc and the Ogre are probably going to team up on somebody. They're both going to hit the same guy, and that would be rough. So we want them to have a full health. I'll spend just a little bit, just 10. And just in case... Alright. Let's see what these fellas are hiding. Besides their precious experience points. Which I demand they surrender immediately. I'm gonna have everybody hit the Ogre. Because, see, he may go. I'm hoping that we get to paralyze him and he doesn't get a turn. We're about to find out. Oh, whoo-wee. Okay, he did get a turn, but he missed. See, because 130 damage plus 55 damage is more hit points than anyone has. But since he did go first... See, if the Spectre had gone first, I was going to paralyze the Ogre to prevent him from getting a turn at all. Since he went and missed, we can paralyze the Orc, and we're going to kill the Ogre right now. And then this fella will not get an additional turn, which he might have if he had not been paralyzed, because he shares initiative with these fellas. There we go. See, that's why I wanted to save it. 65 to everybody. Look at that. That's why I didn't want to come up here and get them when we just had, like, 25 experience points to the next level. Ooh. Hey, okay, cool. Sure. And once again, I'm going to go ahead, because the zombies, of course, they will level up. Now, so we're locked into Skeleton Warriors, but they take over 1,300 XP to level up. Necromancers take over 1,300 XP to level up, so we're good for a while. We can build our guild, and we don't have to build any more upgrade buildings for quite some time. More than time enough to save up some gold and use it for other stuff. Alright. Okay, time to go ahead and start researching a few spells here and there. And actually, since I mentioned it... There we go. I'm going to go ahead and build our guild, so that way all of this is done. We're finished with that category. So, we're good for quite some while. He's the only one wounded. I'm gonna go get these guys before I go back to the house then. We'll save a little bit of a trip. Because this fella will go down in one turn, for sure. Haha, learned your lesson, I see. But not well enough, considering that you missed. Have some paralysis. Excellent. Yes, good. We could get over there, but that elf princess will absolutely get a shot off. Not to mention that forest elf will hit our zombie here first, and he cannot kill the zombie, but if he hits the zombie, then the prince... Oh, thank you. Hey. Appreciate that every time, all the time. But the princess will kill that zombie if he's not at full health, especially after the lancer hits him in the front. If he's healed, though, we're gonna be fine. Oh man, it's painful to sit and wait with Count Choco because his party can move so far. Thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate that. And for those of you who use Twitch a lot and who enjoy the content here in our channel, don't forget, of course, that if you have Amazon Prime, then you too have a free subscription, and you can use that to sub to our channel, and it really helps us out. That way, maybe Amazon's good for something, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and heal him. I hate to do that, but at least this is a sure win. See, you can see me if you have watched previous episodes, you know, if you've been here for the whole series. Or if you haven't, you can find the playlist over on YouTube. Definitely go and check it out because this has been a great Let's Play. But you can see me being a little more proactive, taking a little more initiative, moving a little bit quicker, because Count Choco can handle a lot of this now. Like, he just took these 2 rangers out, you know, no problem. Even with the defense bonus from the town. There we go. Look at this. We are zooming right along. See, very shortly we will have a 3rd level party, which is good because we're going to need it. Ah, Ahandir the Lich says,
"The area is secure, my lord. We can commence our assault."
good. Love to hear it. Okay, he doesn't have enough to go anywhere, do anything useful, so we will let him sit there overnight. I'm not going to upgrade that town right now. I am going to check and see if there's anything in it, though. No. Okay. It's already level 2.
Darkness will fall.
They don't have a whole lot going on. The Count will go first and hopefully take out both of those rangers. So let's just do for them. And then he can hightail it back to the capital. I almost said the hideout. Well done, Count Choco. See, look at that. Because keep in mind, he also has a 90% chance to hit, right? So he's hitting pretty much every time, which is great. Alright, this sea serpent. Need to take him out too, but they've got to heal first. Can you get back home? Okay, you cannot, which means it's better to stick you in here and you will regenerate more than if I leave you outside. And we have broken 300, so I'm going to go down here and I'm going to get the summon just in case. We haven't used that a lot, but I want it if we need it. Every time we break 300, I'm going to research a spell until we have all of the 1st and 2nd level stuff. Okay, now, in the interest of moving things along, there we go. Okay, sea serpent time. Let's go ahead and get this fella out of the way. We have to come back and heal a lot, but notice that I'm not even having to, like, debuff these monsters, for the most part. Well, I haven't debuffed at all yet. See, because he's going to get one good hit, but then we'll paralyze him. Everything will be alright. Check it out. He goes down quick. Do your duty, Spectre. There we go. Thank you. You know what would be just busted, but I would love it, is if the Nosferat was at full health, if they distributed any overhealing to the rest of the party. That would be so broken, but oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Okay, 2 barbarians and a bear. That's actually going to be kind of a nasty fight, so we'll wait on that. But I spy with my little eye another Death Mana Crystal, which means, you know what it's time for? This is what we're saving our money up for, kids. Okay, how many Rodneys were we on? Do y'all remember? Were we on Rodney 7 at the end of the last map? Was that the last one? Because we hired one Banshee to go up there to the Mountain Clan's capital, and that's the one that got. I think it was 7. But without going back and watching the VOD for myself. Okay, so if we did Rodney 7, so this is Rodney 8. Oh, good, because see, next it goes, like, the characters start going down the other way. I'm going to give her nothing. Because her job is not to get into fights. There we go. She'll head off that way. And you will head back here. Let's get you back onto solid ground. We gotta play aggressively on this map because we need to build up resources as quickly as possible. Both our troops and our mana and our gold. Because the Mountain Clans are starting from a pretty strong position. Now that being said, we have an advantage on this map, which is that we simply don't have to engage the Mountain Clans beyond a certain point. God, if he really is the only one damaged, I'm just going to have to do that, aren't I? I really am. Go check out this other shop. I just can't stand there and lose a whole turn. But see, we just need to take that one specific town, so as soon as we're capable of doing that, if we feel up to it, we can just go ahead and power through this scenario and be done with it. We don't have to linger. Okay, cool. Summon Golem Scroll. 5 Healing Scrolls. Ooh, for 400 gold. Worth it, roughly, but useless to us now because only Ms. Darksoul can use them. A Rune Blade. Okay, not impressive, but maybe later. Staff of Twilight. So this allows us to cast additional shadow spells. That's what it mimics for the same cost. So we don't need that right now since we have the spell, but what we can do is we can recover the money we just spent and turn a profit by selling those items that we got, that treasure. Okay, oh, hey, so we can already see it. This is the town we're supposed to take. See, there's the blue quest marker. So, a dwarf king, an alchemist, a venerable warrior, a mountaineer, and a red dragon. Holy shit. So this is going to be a really rough fight. Venerable warriors and dwarf kings are, of course, high-level dwarven melee units. Both of them deal pretty heavy melee damage to a single target, even though they're still slow. And the dwarf king, if I remember correctly, also has a bunch of armor, and we're not going to be able to do anything about that because our rust spell can affect people inside of a town where they're fortified. The Alchemist is, of course, the ultimate evolution of the Tenderfoot, so they're going to give a massive damage boost to a single target, and they're going to go right after Count Choco. The Red Dragon has very high hit points and breathes fire on everybody, like a decent amount of fire. And then the Mountaineer hits everyone with ice shards, dealing water damage to our entire party. So we've got 3 damage types, we've got 2 AoEs. The only saving grace here is that their heavy melee is broken up into 2 spots. So this is going to be a difficult fight. We're going to need to be max level troops to go in here. We're probably going to have to use multiple parties or summons to soften them up. And they're in a level 5 town too, so they have the maximum like 30% armor bonus on top of any other armor that they may have or any other defensive bonuses, which is quite unpleasant. Quite unpleasant. Just one more reason to save up our resources and move very quickly. Alright. Get this death mana this turn at least. That'll use up her turn, but that's what she's for. Where's the best place to put this? Let's just put it right here. There we go. Okay, these little dudes are nothing. I'm interested in what's in this ruined farm. Let's find out. See what surprises us. Ooh, okay. Well, 2 skeleton warriors. Our own units turned against us. And a Doom Drake, which is hilarious because this guy means nothing. He can literally do nothing to our whole party. Now, these skeleton warriors are a threat because they're going to hit us for 75 weapon damage pop, but that's the irony. He's not immune to death. Okay, so we're going to focus on this guy. Then we're going to paralyze this other one. That's very funny. Oh, I forgot. Oh, no. That's right, because he's not immune to death until he becomes a necromancer. Oh. Lol. I did, in fact, forget that. Okay, well, that's alright. That being the case, I should hit him instead. We gotta take this guy out, though. Okay, we got this, though. We're gonna take a little bit of a beating, because he's got one more hit there. Oof! Oh, no. That's bad. Okay, you go down first. You go down second. Okay, that protects everybody, so now we only have 1 target to paralyze, and all of our damage will be piled on him. Alright, now make sure you paralyze him, Spectre. Thank you. There's no life to drain. The Count's like, what? That is the greatest weakness of the undead hordes. Is, of course, they don't have a lot of buffs. They don't have, they're not great at siege combat because they cannot buff themselves. But also, they suck at fighting themselves way worse than any other faction. Because everybody deals death damage, and everyone is immune to death. But that worked out really well, though. Check that out. So now we have a skeleton warrior. These dudes are not far from being skeleton warriors themselves, and one more fight. This little piddly boat full of dudes out here, I think, is going to get us a necromancer. Ooh, 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 ooh. So here's a worthwhile artifact. This may be one of the best ones, if not the best one, that we've seen so far, and it even is ours, because it's the Talon of Mortis. The leader equipped with this item inflicts 30% more damage in battle, so it's yet another upgrade on top of the Sanguine Blade. Right? You have the Rune Blade, and then the Sanguine Sword, or whatever it's called, and then the Talon of Mortis. It's very nice. It's very nice. Now, of course, you have to have arcane lore to wield it, or artifact lore. So, I mean, it is not really available to Count Choco, but you can see what kind of a bonus that is to a powerful hero, especially. I mean, even to a low-level hero. But consider that right now, Count Choco's base damage before his permanent bonuses and, like, you know, any other skills and stuff that he's got, I think is 45, so 30% of that would be like plus 14 damage. So he jumps straight up almost to 60 damage. Then with his other bonuses on top of that. Okay, it's 40. So, but still, he's dealing 55 damage right now, so he's gonna deal almost 70 damage if he were to equip that. That's really good. And when you have a powerful melee unit like a Death Knight, who maybe is dealing 75 damage a hit in melee, then that's pretty good. Okay, 14 damage, 14 health. I can't do it, can I? I'm gonna have to go around. Damn it. There we go. He can still make it in one turn, but he does have to go around. Now you... Can't forget about her. I think I already forgot about her for a turn. Let's have her scout. And... grab some stuff. Silver ring. There we go. We can turn that into cash at a shop. What's that? An orc champion. If we see any other good places to stick a rod in the ground, we can do that. And we're going to be hitting 300 mana much quicker now that we have that additional crystal, so
Who dares?
I'm going to be researching our spells faster too. Oh, I'm excited for a good fight over there at that plot city. That's going to take a lot of strategy, but thankfully, since we do have access to 5th level spells as a Mage Lord, what I'm thinking we may wind up doing is probably summoning Death to go in there and fight some of that battle for us. Which, that sounds so stupid. That sounds so funny. And I love it, but... Okay, this is orc mercenaries.
Who dares?
You have 29 HP. I do not want to heal him if he's going to level up and then go back to full health. And that archer might not even get a shot, actually. Oh, I forgot about that because Count Choco's absolutely going to go first. If he hits that archer's dead. They're not going to level up, but... So let's go get us a necromancer.
Fresh blood at last.
See, because he's got 45 health, just like those elves. There he goes. Oh, man. Just a little bit more, and Count Choco will be able to... Imagine he could just take that whole party out in one go. Boom. Oh, you're joking. You're joking. 2 experience points. Gross. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna end the turn on her to make sure that I don't forget her. Yeah, that's almost rude. Oh, casting Stone Ancestor again. Good, burn that mana up, baby. Spend it, spend it, spend it. Now, on the other hand, that also means that they have at least 3 kinds of mana, because Stone Ancestor, it's their most powerful summon, as I recall. I haven't played the clans in a while. But I don't remember if it's a 4th level or 5th level spell. I'm pretty sure that it's 4th level, which would mean that he's probably not a mage lord, which is good for us. But then also... Oop, there we go. We'll just stick one right there. That'll spread out, and we'll just leave it to work its magic, literally, and grab whatever we can grab, and she'll just go on just placing rods that are inconvenient for our foes all over the place. But if it's a 4th level spell, then that means that it takes 3 kinds of mana. So that means he has 3 kinds of mana, or he started with a big, like, bunch of free mana. Which I think both could be the case, but I'm pretty sure he started with some mana already in the bank. It's always an assumption, because there's not really... Oh, there's Vengeance of Emir. Oh, you hate to see it. At least it's not being cast on us. But anyway, it's always just an assumption. I don't know for sure what anyone is actually doing amongst the AI players, but when I hear the number of thieves that he has out in the field, I am pretty sure that's a guildmaster lord, because guildmasters, of course, due to their AI, are obviously going to hire more thieves than anyone else. Okay, see another shop down here. Let's see what they've got. They've got a bear. Okay, here's the standard healing potion, like Alchemist. Ooh, okay. Alright, so this is where we're going to get a glimpse at the Mountaineer that we're going to have to fight later. Can we fight that guy first, please? Because then we'll have a Necromancer. This dude will level up. Yes, good. Let's do that, because, like, no matter what we do, 2 experience points is just going to be... We're going to waste something. But here there's no archer that can threaten the warlock, so that's a little bit better. This is kind of a freebie, assuming everybody hits, because all of our front line goes before the giant. And then the Tenderfoot can't do anything, so... There we go. Nice. And what are these guys at? They need 50 points each. Oh, no, that's right. This one died, so he needs 100. This one needs 50. Okay, well, looks like it's time for another Banshee. Rodney the Ninth, go forth. There we go. We'll grab that Infernal Mana and start banking it as quickly as possible. Ooh, and some life mana. Good, 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 good. Let me research a spell, too. Get our summon first, and then we'll start on our debuffs. This life mana, they're probably going to fight us for it. Oh, shit. He can see over here. Uh-oh. Well, now you get to see the Stone Ancestor anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Is he going to attack the bear party with the Stone Ancestor? Surely he summoned that for us. Okay, he did. Okay, at least we're at full health. So here's the Stone Ancestor. These statues have been infused with the spirits of the dead heroes to fight for the mountain clans. 350 HP, immune to earth. They deal 150 damage to a single adjacent unit, so they are melee, on initiative 70. Summons are always pretty good. They have to be because you have to pay mana to get them. And then the trade-off is that they're really good, but they only last one day. So there we go. There's a big old wallop on us, but hopefully that's the only one he's going to get. And at least the Stone Ancestor does not have any armor, because that would suck. Can you imagine? And they're not immune to mind, so can't be petrified, can be paralyzed. There we go. Thank you for the free XP. Excellent. I only wish it had been that guy, because now he needs 30 points, and he still needs to be healed. Okay, we've got a while before we have to worry about building the next upgrade building still, but we should probably be thinking about it. On the other hand, they did weaken that bear for us.
Darkness will fall.
Huh. The bear will probably hit him. I'm going to use a healing potion, as much as I hate to do that.
Fresh blood at last.
We're going to take these dudes out. Yep, see, I knew. Because the bear goes on initiative 60. Now, the good thing here is, because we have 2 skeleton warriors, the bear goes down quicker and they're going to get a hit on the Mountaineer. Now, so here's the Mountaineer. This is effectively one of the mage units of the mountain clans. Rangers of the high peaks, the Mountaineers fight enemies of the mountain clans by hurling ice shards at them. So 30 water damage to everybody. Now, the weird thing about the Mountaineer is, even though they're technically a mage unit, they don't actually evolve under that tree, and they, like, you don't build buildings for them in the mage section. They actually evolve from fighter units. Which means if you want these guys... Big oof. Ooh, it missed the wounded one. That's great, though. That's perfect. If you want these guys, you have to give up something like a Dwarf King. Excellent. 50 XP exactly. That could not have been better. Right on the money. Okay, and look at this. Almost a quarter of the way there. Alright. So, what we're gonna do now, to avoid this happening again... There we go. Now they can summon, but they won't be able to hit us directly with something like Tempest or Vengeance of Ymir. We're going to have to remember that they can see over in this area. And I have enough to shadow again, but I'm kind of... I want to save some mana, so I'm going to wait. Now for you... There we go. Great. And we'll just hang on to this as long as we possibly can.
Who dares?
I'm going to go ahead and research another spell. Weakness this time, and then Rust. I hate to just sit there and do nothing, especially because he's not badly wounded. So what I think I'm going to actually do... is right here next to this grave was the center of our shadow spell. Oh, wait. Okay, well, this is not really a winnable fight anyway. I don't think... Well, I mean, it's winnable. Don't get me wrong. What I mean is, I forgot that it's going to take the rest of his movement points to come in here. So I was thinking, like, he'll be able to just go right back, but that's not actually the case. It's alright, we go before the witch. Oh nice. Missed our Spectre so we can paralyze. Okay, the Necromancer won't get anything for this, but everyone else will. 280. Oh, man, that's a lot to miss out on, though. Oof. Ooh. Ooh. That's very, very worth it, though. But I think I actually am gonna have to load it before going in there, just because yeah, I'm gonna go back up this way and heal a bit, because I don't want him to get caught out from under the protection of our shadow spell. It's not because of this, the way this battle went, but because if he comes out here, then he could get hit with Tempest or something else. So let's not do that. Okay. There we go. We'll let you rest. Hey, more Infernal Mana. Great. You love to see it. Move right over here. Excellent. Put that right in somebody's way, and she's still under the shadow, so all according to Keikaku. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Are they really blowing a Stone Ancestor on this Banshee? Hilarious, TBH. Go for it. That's 300 gold well spent, baby. Oh, my God. It missed. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, I was hoping I could wait him out, because if we just paralyze him long enough, eventually we'll, you know, win the battle by default. Because the attacker, remember, after so many turns has to retreat. But with her accuracy being 65%, that was never gonna happen. Because, you know, she'd have to do that like 10 times in a row. Yeah, apparently. Oof. Lost a Lore Master. Ooh. Okay. So they are up here in it. So we need to get back that way anyway. Alright. Party over here, I see. Which means it won't be long that we'll have that life mana before a Proud Dwarf is going to come down there and screw it up for us. Alright, that being the case, here is what we're going to do. I'm going to come down here and get this, and then I'm hoping we can maybe take that town, and then we're going to cut straight back up. We've got to come around this way with the Count, and we are going to go in this direction. You're gonna stay right there. No, you're not. No, you're not. Actually, you know what? Come over here so you're not in his path. Rodney 9 is gonna pick up where Rodney 8 left off. Okay. I'm gonna get him as close as possible. We're gonna shadow. That'll protect him a bit. Okay, and this is a clan's town anyway. Excellent, and there's some life mana. So, alright. That'll protect him. And, y'all, you know what time this makes it? Because we're going to have to hold that other front. That's right. It's that time. Everybody, please, welcome back to the stream, once again. Coming up from the rear ranks where she has been holding position, it's Ms. Darksoul. No, not a comeback. Not a comeback. She been here. This is just a return. Okay, what are we gonna give her? I'm gonna say let's give her an initiate too. Normally I wouldn't. There we go. She's gonna have to level up a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna start her on a journey down this way. Count Choco's gonna take that town, and that will be our sort of like southwestern border for the time being. And while he comes up to this area and does what needs doing, she... Oh, I forgot that Banshee had that ring that the Stone Ancestor would have taken. Oh, screw you. But she's going to take this town and hold it, so that we don't lose that life mana and this infernal mana and stuff, and they can't just come through this way willy-nilly as they please. Alright, take this guy out, and then take that town, and we will be able to heal in there before we come back. Because this guy, of course, is not going to cost us any movement points. He attacked us. Cool, 68 XP. Now, are you going to come out and hit us too? Oh, it's a thief. Okay, they're going the other way. Sure. Engineer. Need to get a spy over there in their ranks. Oh, I think I have a plan. You know, it's going to be really funny. Oh, no. Okay, so first things first. Let's move Ms. Darksoul here. Keep her on the road. Rodney did not pick anything up. They're just going to kind of pass each other like ships in the night. Okay, now... We don't know what's in there. It is a high-level town. It's maxed out, so that means that there could be up to 5 units. But we're pretty solid. We just have 1 damaged unit. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go in here right away. Oh, man. Oh, I thought we could go around this way. That's going to foil my delicious plan. What I was going to do, and I don't think I can do it... because of where that thief is at, we can't get around him right, and it would take too many movement points even if we could, like if we came way out here. I was going to take this town and then hire a thief and go up and use their thief to plant a spy. And that was going to be really funny, but whatever. Foiled by the terrain, by geography. Well, thank you for free XP. Okay, what's in here? Oh, I see. A storm giant and nothing. Okay. This guy has no one to hit except that dude, but that works out anyway because one good hit on him will mean that he gets taken out. He deals 50 damage. I think that our skeleton is actually going to make it, which is great. I'm going to paralyze him before he gets an attack. Yes! That's what I was hoping. That was a long shot because you see they have the same initiative, but... Awesome. Okay, this couldn't have gone much better. 105. Look at that. We're climbing up. Climbing. Pyro Eckert says, "No, no! No! Don't kill me, please! No! I will kill you, and you'll like it. Okay, now that is a Mountain Clan's party. Ooh, that's a Mage's Tower. Hey. Now the question is whether that is just a Mountain Clan's unit that is sitting there, like, on the map because they're a fixed party, just like over here when we had that archer, you know, and they were the leader of their party, so because there was an Empire unit in the party, it gave them an Empire boat. So these could be neutral clans units, and therefore just have a clan's boat, but that also could be a clan's party. It's looking to me like what their bonus was starting out here was that they did kind of like our last map where they started with multiple towns, I think is what happened. Let me go ahead and research Rust. That just leaves Pestilence and Ice Storm, which honestly, they're probably not going to be that much use right away, so I can wait to research them. Save up some death mana. Okay. Now that that actually is a Mountain Clan's controlled town and is actively spreading snow instead of a neutral town that's just sitting on the snow, our little rod right there is not going to do a whole lot. Take these guys out as soon as Count Choco gets back up there. Okay, it is a controlled party. That's alright, we'll grab him and duck right back in. Because we don't want him to go up there breaking any rods. We'll kick his butt, then move it along. We don't even have to heal first. Because since this is going to suck up half of our XP, or movement points rather, you know, we're probably going to go right back into the town. Free experience, though. Hey, we got a ruby, a bronze ring, a banner of protection, 10 armor. He's been picking some stuff up. Sky Lord, 2 Rangers. I kind of want to get that. I kind of want to go over there too, but we can't do everything. Are we almost... Okay, that's like the corner. Okay, cool. Cool. So that means there's probably not anybody else coming from down in here. Okay, we're going to let him rest overnight. Rodney, you get going there. Now, since that is the corner, that actually almost makes me feel like maybe Ms. Darksoul needs to be going the other way. You know it? Maybe she needs to be holding this front until Count Choco gets back. If I do that, though, you know that they've got other towns over here and they're going to be coming, like, around this way. Oh, man, that's a rough choice. I think I'm going to go ahead and send her down this way, though. Because I was thinking, like, if she could hold this end while they are coming this way, that she doesn't have to expand. She just has to keep them out of our territory. That would level her up, and then Count Choco could get all the big stuff down here. Maybe that is the better idea. Maybe that is the better idea. Because then that way he doesn't have to leave right away. He can clean all this stuff out so that they don't get it. He can level up faster, you know. If that's the case, though, we probably need to rearrange her a little bit. We'll get her to a town and then maybe put her initiate buddy in the garrison. And give her another fighter in the front row until she gets leadership. And then instead of a third fighter, we'll give her a necromancer buddy. So that way we got 2 AoEs, because they don't have any units that are really resistant to fire or death, and certainly not to both. So if we're doing 2 kinds of AoE damage, that's going to be very helpful. Okay, if that's the case... man.
You will feel my power.
Okay, let's do that. We wasted a few turns, but that's okay. It's going to take them a bit to get over there, too. Okay, so now this Skylord, 2 Elf Rangers. He's going to take out the Rangers in 1 hit. The Skylord's going to get 1 hit. This should be easy peasy. Of course, the Skylord deals 140 damage, but only once. And he's going to be worth quite a lot of XP. I need to check our money because we're getting close to the point, depending on how much this is worth, that we probably need to think about building an upgrade building. 73, okay. No, we've got a while. We don't have to rush. The reason it's important is because, like, we have to think about the fact that we've got to build 2. So, I am going to go ahead and... see, this is going to cost 1,500. And this is going to cost 1,500. So, we've got to keep saving up anyway. Alright, rest count. Ms. Darksoul's got the other side. We already control, like, this whole side of the map. So it's this center part, and then right around here, you know, you can see. Their capital is probably somewhere in this region, because they came up from here in order to take this town, and they didn't already control it. And then the fact that they did control this town, either that was given to them at the beginning of the scenario, or they came this way over the water to grab it. I hate to see them taking out all these neutral parties, but I'm glad to see that lore master, like, having a hard time with it. They're poisoning people first, and then he's going back to the town, you know, so... oh, there's their proud dwarves. They're about to break our life rod here. How much did we get out of it? She does have the staff with her. Okay, so... 450. That's not bad. And of course we have another life crystal down here that they're much less likely to take. Alright, keep on it, lady. And Rodney, we're going to put her in the capital for now, just to keep her safe. And that engineer is on his way over here to this town. She may have to take it back from him, which will suck, but it's doable. So that means probably she's going to have to stop by the capital to rearrange our troop formation. Oof, I hate doing that because we need that gold, but if we take out that ruin, we should turn a profit, because ruins almost always give you gold and something else. Sometimes they just give you gold, but even then, like, it's still worth it. Oh. Oh, hello. Okay. Sure. So, here's a red dragon. This is the thing we have to fight at the end in that big town. They live near lava pits. They can live up to 4,000 years. and they deal 95 fire damage to everybody, and for some reason are not immune to or warded from fire. So, yeah, well, there's something anyway. Okay, yep. A little air damage there to everybody. This is probably gonna be a load, unfortunately. Yeah, because see, there goes our Spectre, which means we can't paralyze the dragon. Very unfortunate. It's fine. Well, we got it. We got it. Don't worry about it. Why are you worried? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my. If we get another miss like that, he might actually win this. See, he can't drain enough, unfortunately, so the dragon's gonna get him, but look how close that is, though. Like, that's really cool because that speaks to how powerful Count Choco has become. Look at it, it came down to one blow. If that dragon had missed, Count Choco would have got him. Because he only had 46 hit points left. So, that's wild. Now, oh my god, did you see what I just did? I saved instead of loading. I live in terror of doing that and knew it was going to happen at some point, so, but that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's what autosaves are for. You just load the turn before, and it just means I have to watch these yahoos do this again. Yeah, I wish there was an evasion stat. Well, maybe I don't wish that, because there's already an accuracy stat, and that's annoying enough. So, maybe I'm glad there's not an evasion stat. Now, what I want is to be able to, like, debuff the dragon.
The beast is growing inside.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, we definitely don't want dwarves that can dodge us, because it's hard enough to hit them anyway. Like, Count Choco's got 90 accuracy, but most people don't. There's a lot of little guys. It looks like they have a lot of parties out, but really they just have a bunch of rod stickers and thieves. And then they have one engineer and one lore master, and those are the only ones that make any, like, actual difference. Okay, back in the capital.
You will feel my power.
You're going to the capital. I love her gliding, like that sort of... Okay, now. What can we do here? We have a Sanctuary Scroll that we can't use. We do have this Banner of Protection. Of course, now this is giving us 10% accuracy, and I hate to give that up, especially on our Spectre, but it would reduce everyone's damage by an additional 10% for a total of 30. What else can we do? We can definitely summon an evil ent. And that's really about it, actually. We could summon an evil ent and it would get a hit, maybe one hit on the dragon. Maybe two. Because it's got decent initiative, so it would probably go first, and then if it survived one round of attacks, it might get an additional hit. Let me go ahead and I'm going to save over the file I just saved over. This is why, if you are ever thinking about streaming video games yourself, one of the things that I have done from the beginning that I made sure I promised myself I was going to do, back up your save files at the end of every stream. That way the absolute worst thing that happens is that if you screw up really badly and like the save is non-recoverable, you can at least start over at the point you were when you began the stream. Alright, let's summon an evil ent, and see what it can do. Because the main thing is their hit points. See, it's got 60 initiative, 175 HP. That's only gonna last one round. Unless somebody misses, because this thing deals 95 damage. They're going to deal 100 between the two of them. It's 195. But 65 damage. Wow. Wow, y'all. Well, that's not nothing, I guess. That could have been 2 hits, but I'll take 1. The thing is, it's not worth 200 mana to go back in there and do that again, I don't think. What do y'all think? Because, I mean, we did almost win that fight last time. So... we could definitely... we can win it. It's just a question of who gonna be dead. No, you know what? we're gonna save that one for later. We're gonna save that one for a little bit later. We'll come back to it. Instead, let's fight a fight we know we can win. So here's 2 trolls.
Fresh blood at last.
Paralyze one of these losers. They deal 105 damage, which is a little bit less than an ogre, but since there are 2 of them... they'll be worth quite a bit of XP. Okay. I'm focusing most of my damage on this one so I can paralyze this one, even though he's fighting the damaged one. Oh. Oh, that's tempting because he goes before the other one. Okay. Paralyze that one then, fine. Because either way, we're going to have one skeleton that can only hit, like, the other troll. Because of the way that our formation's broken up, so... there we go. And since trolls, thankfully, are slow, all of our skeletons get to go first. There we go. See, 161. That's not bad at all. 587, so we're closing in on halfway. Not bad. And he's over a quarter now, so... now, what do you have for us? Paraseos. Okay, this is the one that saps all of a target's movement movement points. Sanctuara, this is the invisibility spell. Oh man, we gotta get that. Divas Nocte. So this is another version of Shadow, basically. It just costs more, and I think it might be a slightly larger version, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. That's less important because unless we need to cast Shadow 4 times in a round, which... there have been times when it would have been nice to have it more than 2 casts. But more often than that, I think our problem was that we needed to cast it once or even a second time and ran out of death mana. And this isn't going to help a whole lot with that, because it's a little cheaper on death mana, but then you still need 2 types to do it. It actually costs more overall. These 2, though. These 2. We definitely need. We need to build at least one of those upgrade buildings first, because our front row guys are going to start leveling up, and we need to go ahead and be saving up cash to build the other one for our necromancer. So I'm not going to buy these right away, even though it's tempting because we do have infernal mana and also death mana. We'll come back for them. And speaking of shadow, oop, that's not where you go to cast spells, Starfish. There we go. Move everybody else. Yes, we're good. As I said, I'm not going to research Ice Storm or Pestilence right now because what would we use them for? I would rather have the 200 mana at the moment. Because researching both of those, that's one casting of Shadow. Yep, okay, so Miss Darksoul's going to have to take that town back. But that's fine, because probably what that means is that Engineer's going to leave. He's either going to go back the way he came, and he's going to leave the town mostly undefended. Oh, a Kingsguard. Or he's going to press on, and then we'll be able to tackle him without him having the protection of the town.
You will feel my power.
Okay, good. Let's step out.
You will feel my power.
Step in. A couple more turns till we build that first building. Here we go. Leave her initiate right here for now. Take another warrior, I think is going to be prudent. I'm going to leave her in there so that they don't hit her with a spell or something because he's going to do something. Let's see what it is. And now as for you... Are you by yourself? No, that's even worse. We're chewing through a lot of these big parties because we've leveled up so quickly that things like Krakens and Sea Serpents and stuff, we can take a hit, and that's all that we need because then we can paralyze. Alright, it seems like we've lost some ground, but really it's not that big of a deal. They're essentially home delivering experience points from his Darksoul. And then all of these guys, like I said, it looks like they have a load of parties out. I mean, they do. But they're thieves and proud dwarves, which are nothing. Those are walking experience points. So it's just that lore master, this Kingsguard apparently, and that engineer. Count Choco can take all of them, no problem. Oh, I see. You claim the life mana. Sure. Okay. Interesting. They upgraded the town and didn't come out of it. Okay. Alright. Let's have Count Choco move first. I am trying to level up his troops as quickly as possible.
Fresh blood at last.
Oh, I see a gold mine over there. Okay. That's a worthwhile investment for another Banshee. So I see Rodney 10 in our future. Because if we mark that, it'll cost us 450 gold to put a rod there. But then we will be earning an additional 50 gold per turn. So, you know, it'll set us back a bit, but it's definitely worth it. 76, we're climbing. We're close enough, though, I may not do it right away as much as I want to. And I'm going to, rather than haste him and put it... No, you know what? Maybe that is the better idea. We have some life mana saved up, and they did just, like, take one of our crystals from us, but we still have another one.
Yes.
So, let's haste Count Choco.
Who dares?
Oh. He can't get back anyway. Well, darn it. I was hoping he would, but the water is interfering, of course. If that's the case, then instead I'm just going to shadow over him because we have plenty of death mana and we're earning more. And then Ms. Darksoul is probably going to need... Yeah, she's going to need a haste spell to get in here and take this town back, but that's what we're going to do. So here is how we will go about that. We have... There we go. A bunch of death and infernal mana. I'm going to summon a nightmare. The nightmare will do a little bit more damage, I hope, than the evil ent. So we will scout this party out, give them a hit, and then Ms. Darksoul can rush them and finish them off. Ooh, okay. I see, and look down here. Ah, the Holy Chalice and the Rune Blade. Oh, good, a miss. Yes, so he's going to get 2 hits. Very nice. It would be lovely if he could take out that Tenderfoot, but since he missed on the first go... See, otherwise he would have. Okay, let's sneak a peek at this guy's stats. Oh, he's level 4. Dang, look at that. So he's dealing 99 damage. Oh, man. Now, of course, part of that is because of the Tenderfoot's boost. We don't have enough to do that again. We could summon an ent. I feel like maybe we need to. Yeah. I think I'm going to risk it. It'll go down pretty quickly, but we need to soften this fella up as much as possible. Because this is going to be a rough fight no matter what. Miss, 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 miss. Give me one more hit. Oh, well. Okay. Alright, now let's see how this goes. We have... I could summon a Beliar, but... oh, wait. She needs the staff. There we go. Let's see how this goes, because if it goes poorly, I may just have to have Count Choco come up here after all, or at least wait until this guy leaves the town. See, because... oh, dang it. His initiative's 50. And that's going to take out our ghost. Yeah, I just don't think she can do it. I don't think that she's got the army to do it right now. Well, drat it. Okay, well, they pretty handily defeated her. Yeah, so... oh, that was ugly. That was ugly, so... may have to wait on him. May just have to fortify. It will be a lot easier if he steps foot outside. I think that's what we need to wait on. Let's see if we can get him to leave, because that was his first turn in the town, you know? So now that he's upgraded it, and it's starting to grab territory for them, maybe that engineer will step outside. Okay. Why do you make that weird little circle? Oh no, he's just sitting there. He really is just sitting there. Huh. Okay, well we can chip away. Like, I mean, we could summon a nightmare and go in there and, you know, if the nightmare gets 2 hits, it'll kill the tenderfoot. That'll be a big help and make a difference. But... It is going to be a... it's going to be a battle of attrition. Yeah, I don't think that there's a lot of help for it. I think Count Choco may have to go up there. If the engineer won't come out, Count Choco will have to go to him. Now, thankfully, we can do that. We can and will make that happen. If he sends a bunch of thieves and stuff down here, and proud dwarves, then Ms. Darksoul can feed on those. Get a few experience points under her army's belt, you know. Because that fight is winnable, just not with a first level ghost and some warriors. We need some zombies. We need, you know, we need a specter. What we really need is to hit them with a bunch of death damage and debuffs. Okay, much as I hate to. Okay, I'm gonna hit this on the way by, so we don't have to come back, sort of thing. As it were. We're gonna leave that town for now. I'm not gonna move Ms. Darksoul down to the south until Count Choco gets here. Because I don't want to make the same mistake that I already made again. Okay, let's shadow on him, just in case. And... terror, minus 20% initiative. That could be useful. But I'm going to research Summon Nightmare first.
Who dares?
More thief activity where we can't see it. That's okay. It's failed thief activity. They can do that all they want, frankly. Yeah, they're really using those thieves to good effect. They're softening up these units and sending out their champions to hit them, you know. We need to be doing the same, but I'm trying desperately to save money. Kingsguard's going to go in that ruin, I bet. Yeah, okay. Well, it's cash we'll never see, but if there was an artifact or a potion in there, we might get that when we defeat that guy. A lot of proud dwarves coming down this way, which I don't mind, because she can jump out and get them and then, like, run back even if we have to haste her. So... Ooh, oh no, there's treasure over there. We'll come back for it. It's probably just a potion or something. Let's see what they do, because there's nothing really here to mark for them other than to just inconvenience us. Like if they wanted to come over here and... Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow, they came all the way over here to shoot our Banshee? Oh, friend. Because now they don't have... There's no way they have movement to get in there. Not that they'd want to. Well, it looks like Ms. Darksoul may get to chew on this asshole after all. I wish I hadn't said that the way that I did. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, sound effect, yes. Okay. Well, now, my goodness. That was a silly thing for him to do. For a variety of reasons, because, look, we can get him with either of our champions now. Well, who shall it be, I wonder? Shall we barrage this loser with spells and get a nice chunk of experience from his Darksoul to level a bunch of her units up very quickly? Or shall we take the safe route, spend less resources perhaps, and have Count Choco just trounce the bastard out of nowhere? Let me know what you think. Tell me in the YouTube comments if you're watching on YouTube, or tweet at me and make your preference known. Because that's how we are going to start the next episode of Disciples Sacred Lands when we come back next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York and Miami time here in the U.S. Don't forget, make sure that you follow and subscribe here on Twitch if you aren't already. Thank you for the subscription earlier, by the way. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe there as well and turn on the little notification bell button thing so you'll know when I upload and add to the playlist. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook too, and I will catch you for more Disciples next week, or for Betrayal in Antara on Saturday, or Chrono Cross with my wonderful husband, Specific Pixel, on Monday. Whichever stream I see you in, as always. Until then, thanks for playing.